Good afternoon. 38 years ago, I arrived here on campus for an interview in that building with Dr. William Thaler, who at that time was the chairman of the physics department. And we spoke in his lab, and the main thing that I remember about that encounter was that he was so excited about a new laser gun he'd gotten that he projected it onto my torso to prove to me that it wouldn't hurt me. And I was 16 at the time, and I remember praying that he knew what he was doing as I watched that red dot dance around my shirt. I had never seen a laser gun before. I did not leave Georgetown as a scientist, but I did leave as a scientifically literate graduate, and that literacy has played a very big role in my subsequent work through business and now into the world of agricultural development in sub-Saharan Africa primarily. And I am certainly not unique among Georgetown graduates. I'm very, very grateful for the profound effect that the combination of the sciences and the arts and Jesuit values has had on my life. So with this backdrop, I'm honored to speak on behalf of donors, volunteers, and alumni who have helped to bring us to this point today. We are deeply supportive of the work that we are marking with this ceremony, the continuation of a strategic initiative in the sciences which will go far to prepare Georgetown students for the challenges that they will face as our future leaders. Science is increasingly present in the majority of the fields our graduates enter, and I'm not just speaking about graduates in the pure sciences or in health, but in all fields from foreign service to business to government to global development and education. We applaud the terrific efforts and teamwork that have characterized the challenges with this initiative to date, and we have had challenges. But we are so eager to see Georgetown continue to work its magic with so many of the world's best and brightest students by bringing our science faculty the tools that they need to do this very important work. Thank you very much.
We are fortunate to have with us today Dr. Patrick Gallagher, the director of the National Institute of Standards and Technology, that funded a grant for $6.9 million under the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act passed by Congress in 2009. Dr. Gallagher.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor and privilege to be invited to your celebration, particularly when all we did was write the check. But let me share a couple reasons why I'm very excited about this project. First of all, this is near and dear to my heart for two reasons. One of them is that I am myself a soft condensed matter physicist, and so your new institute on soft matter and metrology touch us closely. NIST is our National Metrology Institute, and the research itself is very close to my heart. For those of you who don't know what soft condensed matter is, it's defined almost by more what it isn't than what it is. So it's condensed matter, so it's non-gas, and it's soft, so it's not hard. So it's liquids, gels, and all the goopy things in between. And it's actually a fascinating and rich area of research that in fact touches our lives very directly, and in fact is probably hard at work in looking at the oil recovery that's underway right now in the Gulf. First, let me tell you a little bit about the program at NIST. This was part of our construction grant program that was administered under the Recovery Act project that you've all heard so much about. So this is a project born out of necessity in our country under great economic stress. And the goals of this project were twofold. One was to provide immediate employment and stimulation for the economy, and we've heard of the large number of jobs that will be part of this project. And the other goal of this, equally important, was to reinvest in our future and to provide the types of facilities and infrastructures that lay the groundwork for our future growth and prosperity as a country. And I think there's no better example of that than this project here, where we're going to be training our future leaders, our future scientists, and our future scientifically literate who will go forth in the workplace and work. And so I congratulate Georgetown on this honor. I want to point out that this was not easy. This was an extremely competitive program, and the call for proposals that you won, there were over 167 applications. We were only able to fund 12. The requested amount of funding that we received was $1.8 billion, and we only had available at the time $123 million. So you're talking about the best of the best, and really you did all of the work, and we congratulate you for your success in this proposal. As you know, one of the criteria of this program was shovel ready. And I have to tell you, we need to talk to you about what shovel-ready means, because this is past ready. And you have made my job easier, because one of my tasks after issuing a grant is to pester you to spend it quickly, and I see that's not going to be necessary. So again, we congratulate you and wish you all the very best.
Someone just said we may be the first project actually underway of those 12. Is that true? Well, certainly we are shovel-ready, and we're proud of that. It's my pleasure to introduce Jeffrey Urbach, professor in the Department of Physics, who has been instrumental in the creation of the Institute for Soft Matter Synthesis and Metrology, a special research entity that will be housed in the new Science Center. Jeff will speak on behalf of the science faculty.
Thank you, Chet. First off, on behalf of the faculty, I'd like to say that this has been a long time coming. Like many of my colleagues, I have memories of being shown plans for a new science building when I was recruited here, which for me was some 14 years ago. But on a more positive note, I would like to say again on behalf of the faculty that we're very indebted to all of those whose financial contributions have made this possible, and to President DeGioia and Provost O'Donnell for their leadership and unwavering support, both for strengthening the sciences in general and for this building in particular. I will not repeat the names of all those who have been recognized in the past, but I'll assure you that the faculty appreciate your contributions. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, as one of those faculty who anticipates many years of research and teaching in a sparkling state-of-the-art new facility, I want to make sure to recognize the many folks whose efforts at Georgetown in the sciences over the past years at excellence in teaching and research have made this day possible, even though they won't themselves get to enjoy the new facility. Finally, I want to say a little bit about the Institute for Soft Matter Synthesis and Metrology, not just because it's important to me personally and played some role in us being here today, but because I think it's emblematic of the many of our success stories. First of all, the vision for the Institute would not have come about without a lot of hard work on the part of the faculty and the administration. Again, I won't go through all the names, but I think you know who you are. The activities of the Institute will focus on research and education, as Dr. Gallagher mentioned, the study of materials that exist somewhere between familiar realms of solids and liquids. Like much of the research going on at Georgetown, the specifics, if you get into them, might sound kind of technical and a little bit confusing, but there's some really fascinating fundamental questions involved and important practical applications. In the case of soft matter, there are things ranging from beauty products to bulletproof vests. The work is inherently interdisciplinary, involving chemistry and physics, as well as material science, engineering, and other fields. A major role for the Institute, like many of Georgetown's leadership opportunities, will involve playing the role of convener and bringing these diverse communities together from researchers in the area, throughout the nation, and throughout the world. And we look forward to working with NIST to make that happen. Finally, the core mission of the Institute will be to create knowledge and to educate the next generation of leaders, in this case, scientists with a deep understanding of their field of specialization, as well as its place in society at large. It is thus one of the many examples that make Georgetown a unique student-centered research university. We're thrilled to be able to watch the rapid progress already underway and anxious to take advantage of the opportunities to fulfill our mission in a state-of-the-art new facility. Thank you.